this is Ali with ULS. Here at ULS, we care about small and medium-sized businesses' digital success and care about business owners' well-being. And in today's topic, we are going to cover about the importance of emotional intelligence within business owners and CEOs of the company. And who else can talk about these topics better than me? I'm the CEO of ULS and I have done it all. Let's start about what is emotional intelligence and why it is so important. We as CEOs or business owners, we are leading a group of people towards success and towards the goal of our business. And if we are not emotionally stable and we do not give the confidence to the rest of them, then that is going to be affect in the long run, not only our people, but us and our business as well. So emotional intelligence is why it's so important for us to keep this in mind when we run a business, because emotion it's been proved that emotions are actually proportional to the productivity and to the realization of goals in a company. There was a study that has been done in Japan. They have attached some sensor bands to 10 or more toy painters, and they have put them through different emotions, and they have determined that the happier the person is or the more calm the person is, the better productivity becomes in the company. And vice versa. Again, when we are running our business, we need to know to instill that emotional confidence within ourselves and others, so we can affect that response from our employees as well. From my experience, there is 3 most important factors that affect business owners, especially in the beginning of the road when we do not have enough experience behind our belt. So let's talk about the first one. The first one, it is called paralyzing freedom. When you find yourself running your own adventure or own business and you are not running a full-time job, you find yourself having in your calendar lots of time, but you also find yourself being pulled in millions of directions. And no matter whether you have all of this time, the fact that you're being dragged in all of the directions may paralyze you, and the time you have will not be used productively. And that creates an emotional toll for us, for the business owners. Another factor that is emotions related, it's self-doubt. And this phenomenon has another name. It's called imposter syndrome. We all heard about that, but this is nothing. It's nothing more than just excessive self-doubt, and we business owners sometimes have it. But we need to remember that self-doubt is healthy, and we always need to evaluate our decisions and learn from them. But too much self-doubt, it is damaging our business, because our advantage as startup is to make the decision faster, and even if you'll make mistakes, you'll be forward by learning from them. Another thing we have to keep in mind is the emotional balance. When you have a full-time job, it's very easily to separate yourself from the business or the job you do. But when you have your own business, it's very easy to lose who you are and merge your business identity with your personality and personal identity. And this is sometimes draining us as business owners. And we are not performing well as a mother or a husband or a wife because something is going on in the business. So we need to keep in mind that the business journey is always ups and downs, and we cannot lose ourselves within those ups and downs. We just need to accept them as they are and deal with those challenges and not lose who we are outside of our business. Please understand me correctly, being a business owner or a CEO is not just a countless number of issues and problems and challenges we have to deal with. Being a business owner is a journey of learning every day, and this is what we need to keep in mind in order to have that emotional balance. We are doing things every day, making decisions, learning from them, evaluating them, and we are doing it to the level where we are accustomed to them, and the more we do it, the better we become in our emotional intelligence and ability of running a business. And now let's get into some tips. How do we get better in managing our emotions? Number one, we always should think about how our emotional state or decisions or challenges that we face will affect the business or affect others around us. Number two is always have in perspective the effect. This way we can prevent certain things from happening right in the beginning. And number three, when push comes to shove, you always have to find somebody to talk to and express challenges, because that will make you pass through them easier and maybe view some other perspective. And now let's get into some don'ts. Number one don't that I learned from being a leader is in many cases people evaluate us not by what we actually end up doing, but what we have said. And that's very important, especially when you are emotional about something. Number two that I also personally learned is not to get into being frustrated about things easily or fast. There is 1,000 opinions around us all the time, and we should always think about the perspective of what we say or what we need to do, rather than thinking why somebody else has acted in the way they acted or said in the way they said it. So typically, I always focus on what I need to do and not thinking about what other people will think or do pursuing that. And earlier I said you have to talk about your emotion with somebody when push comes to shove, but you also have to think and choose who you talk to, because a person that doesn't run a business or doesn't have your life circumstances will not understand it. For example, if you talk to somebody that always had a 9-to-6 job and never run a business, they will never understand your perspective, and they may even take you off your road or route that you have to do. And the last thing that I want to share is my personal opinion about running a business. Running a business is like working out or going to the gym. When you begin, it hurts. You don't have results right away, but the more you do it, the more you practice, the better goals you set up for yourself, the better your standards become or your routine becomes, the better you become. So don't give up. Be who you need to be. Consider your emotional intelligence or emotional well-being and go for your goals. This was Ali with ULS. I'm the CEO here. That's why I allowed myself to talk about this topic. If you have any questions about my experience or about anything else that you would like to talk to me about, I'm available. You can DM us in any of our social media or comment, and my team will get those questions straight to me so I can answer them for you. It was a pleasure for me talking about this topic, and I'm looking forward for similar topics because I enjoy sharing my opinion. And ULS is a digital marketing company based in Los Angeles. We are here to support all the business owners within their decisions.